children come to Joy House with a lot of trauma that may have started very, very early in their lives. They may or may not have witnessed the domestic violence, but they've experienced a lot. And so we make it possible for them to have a therapy of their own, and it's called experiential play therapy. It's very child-directed, it's not talk therapy, and it takes place in a playroom where all kinds of toys and activities are available to them. They choose what they want to play with. It's often role-playing, as kids do, and they will assign a role to the therapist. Sometimes the therapist is the victim, and sometimes the therapist is the perpetrator. And they can reverse roles depending on whatever the child is looking for, whatever the child wants. So the child, for example, may grab a sword to play with and may attack the victim, the therapist. And the therapist just goes along with that and demonstrates like what it might be to experience the emotions of being the victim in that situation. And through all of this, the child is working out the trauma that's within him, so him or her. They replay and replay and replay as many times as the child wants to. That's how many times they may play that same scene. Other situations, I remember just a child playing week after week after week with a dollhouse, and all the characters in the dollhouse had very specific roles and places that they were and responses to one another, and it was very clearly her own experience in growing up. The healing happens in between the lines in play therapy. The child doesn't even know necessarily that he or she is playing out some trauma. Wouldn't be able to put words to it. That words is not the language really for children. Play is. So it's very effective.